Hey, YouTubers, it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basics. You're gonna do this is how we do text, baby. Man, I did us back. You know what it is. The only place, 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 only place go get it, 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 only place go get it. It's right back in the basic. It's Chunk of the Deuces, how we do text, baby. Man, I did us back. You know what it is, know what it is, know what it is. Real man rise up. Fake man rise down. Real woman rise up. Fake woman rise down. Prep the right preach and preach on. I really want to speak about this, man. They talking about Black Lives Matter. Is it? I mean, I did this video about this before. I did a video about this before. And this is something that I really want to talk about. If Black lives don't matter, like I said, I understand Black people everywhere. Don't get me wrong, just as much as Asian, just as much as Latinos, just as much as every other race. But we need to take a look big picture when we think there's so much world out there that we don't want to see. I'm sorry. I mean, some of my folks will never get this. They'll never get this. Shit, you got to go back to the fucking medieval times if we're going to talk about white people. We got to go back to the 15th century, the 14th century, the 13th century, and the 12th century, and after that fucking time. And you got to go back to the fucking Asian and fucking Middle East, no, basically Asian, when the period war states. They're between Japanese and Chinese. I'm telling you, man, I see why these other races are so different from us. I see why. And then you look at the Muslim community. Then you look at the Jewish community. For those who Jewish, man, please forgive me. I don't mean it like that. I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't support Jewish Holocaust. I think Hitler was wrong. But what's the real reason why Hitler did to Jews? What the real reason? You got to ask yourself as a Jewish person. Same thing, you got to look at what the hell they hate the Jewish community for. Same thing, what's the real reason why they hate white? It's got to be a reason. And what's the real reason why they hate Latinos and Asians? But what's the real reason why they hate blacks, hate gays, hate men and women, young and old? But you know what the saddest part about it? I look at these other races and I'm saying myself, I said, we're dead because we don't get it. We'll never get it. We'll never get it as far as the people. We keep saying we're all the same, and I'm all for it. But have you noticed it? We are by ourselves right now. We ain't got no fucking friends. We ain't got no friends, man. You would think that people was on our side. No, ever since Obama got in there, I said I knew it was going to be some shit. I knew it was going to get, I'm telling you, they've been living a lie for all them years. I ain't expect the people can kiss my ass or theirs too. If you're going to accept me, then don't. If I can't accept you, then don't. But I will fight just as much as you do. But you know what? It pissed me off. I just laugh because, all I can say to this, brothers and sisters, not only that we need to know who the fuck we are, but we need to understand there's a real reason why there's so much racism. There's a real reason why a lot of these things are going on in all these other races. Because now they flip it around, and it used to be whites being the racist. Now they make it seem like black is the racist. Because are we saying that blacks only matter, only us, or we're saying blacks only matter when it's not matter to anybody if you're not black? See, we need to be careful. Next thing you know, white's gonna say white is matter. See, you see what the fuck I'm talking about? This bullshit. This whole racism, that's why I stopped talking about it. Because this whole racism is bullshit. The whole thing, this white supremacy. But half of these motherfuckers don't know what white supremacy is, if you ask them. First thing we think when we think of a white person, what's the first thing as black people we think of a white person? A Ku Klux Klan robe and a Nazi uniform. No. There's Caucasoid, but the funny thing is, we never heard of them. We never know the language. There are 32 Caucasian Indo-European languages. These people been told they come from the fucking caves, and these are the Anathols, especially Caucasian. They are the Anathols, and that explains it. So that means blacks were the Homo sapiens. So that explains a lot. And trying to say people been migrated, people been violated with apes. I don't believe another word. They always refer to us as apes. I don't believe the fuck out of it. Why you think they made that movie called The Planet of the Fucking Apes? It's a racial intelligence trying to say that blacks is gonna rise against whites. That is bullshit. White people know damn well they were fucking black in the early days. They were dark Caucasian. And the matter of fact, but the funny thing is, they won't speak about it. Oh fuck no. They won't speak about it. They rejectified this India man because he got a dark skin and he was descendants from the Aryan race, but they reject him because he does not to fit the racial description what it means to be a Caucasian. When that term Caucasian came around, that's when it started all the goddamn problems. I'm telling you, us as black community, we need to stop thinking that these Caucasian are superior. They're not. I don't give a damn what they do. It's the white elite you're talking about. But you talk about the average white person. Average white person wouldn't have a clue what the fuck is going on. Just like the average black person would not know what the fuck it is I study this. I study it. I try to find answers. Why is it that we got the mindset? Are we saying we want to be accepted by Caucasian? Are we saying we want to be separated from them? It's the same way in 1960s with this. They come up with these damn shows called White Water. You know what they're trying to say? We can't drink the same water fountain. You want to know why we can't drink the same water fountain? You want to know why? Because they're trying to say black people are afraid of water. That's what the fuck they trying to say. We can't breathe through air and breathing like they do. That's what they're fucking saying. Just like the book of Negroes. They're trying to say black people can't breathe. They know damn well why blacks can't breathe, but that's everyone. But we act like we're the only ones that been through slavery. No, we better do our damn research. We better do our homework. We need to understand. I'm telling you, man, we're fucking dead because we don't get it. Next thing you know, we need to know who the fuck we're up against. We know who we up against. I'm telling you right now. Next thing you know, it's gonna be Japanese people into fucking samurai swords. You got the fucking Chinese into fucking martial arts. You got the whites into the fucking wrestling and the fucking boxing. That's British boxing. You got fucking Latino. Ain't no telling what Latinos do. They bullfighting. They fucking bullfighting over there in fucking Mexico. You got Puerto Ricans in chicken fights. What do we have left as black people? A fucking spear? How the hell are we going to go against these people? Somebody please explain this shit to me. And I'm the only one to see this shit. I'm not the only one. I see why these so races are so different from us. I see why. The language, the food, the racial background. I see why. No wonder why Asians, Latinos, and whites saying we're not the same because we're focused on skin tone. If it ain't the skin tone we focus on, it's the hair. It's the size of the skull. That's what people focus on, and who raised you and who take care of you. You would think my folks will get this shit by now, but no, they don't. They don't. I'm telling you, man. It's a whole different world up there in Europe. And my folks need to look this up because I'm going to tell you something. They need to be careful if they're talking about Caucasian. Look at the word up there when you hear that term, Caucasian. Look it up and who came up with that word. It's Ottoman Budaman Bach. He the one came up with the goddamn term Caucasian because he believed that Caucasian was the beautiful race of people of the world. There was no other race as beautiful as them. I'm telling you, it does make sense. And I want to know what the fucking term African American came from. Where the term Africa came from? It comes from a Roman general Roman general defeated carcass of those lands. His name is Scipio Africanus defeated Hector. Whatever it is, you can look this stuff up. It's all there. And I'm telling you, I've been lied to. If we're the most dominant that we're saying we is, how the fuck Asians, Latinos, Middle East, and all the rest of them came up in here? Somebody please explain it to me. How the fucking Pacific Islanders come up in here? No one knows. There's a lot of intermixing going on. I'm telling you, man. If you look at black community, we don't have the same skin tone. You could tell the difference when you look at the white community. They don't have the same skin tone. Every white person ain't pale. Many of them are red or pink. A lot of times they could come off brown. They could come off black. There are white people out there look straight up white, but they really black if you really look at them. But we don't pay attention. You can't tell who's white now. You can't tell anymore. Even whites confused, don't know what it means to be a white person. You can't even tell who's black. The first thing they focus on black, if you're not dark or darker, then you're not a black person. I'm telling you, that's what they're saying right there. And next thing you know, these so-called white supremacists, they believe if you're not red dish or pale, you ain't white. I'm telling you, they focus on it. It's always to hear one thing about blacks and whites got a lot in common. They focus on the skin tone and the hair. I mean, it's the dumbest shit I ever heard that anybody thinks like that, but judge on the base on the person treats you. It had nothing to do with the fucking skin tone or the goddamn hair, and they focus on the brain size. This is why Caucasians think that they're more smarter and me more smarter than any other race of people. I'm telling you, they think like this. So it does make sense. How I know? I study white culture. Believe me. You need to study this, and you need to study what real white privilege is about. Because a lot of my folks don't know. Some know and some don't know. Ask a white person, they're going to tell you what a white privilege is. Next thing you know, they come up with a black privilege. We so dead, man, but we're the only group talking about Black Lives Matter. Black people everywhere, not just in here in the United States, but around the world. But they just won't admit it. They will never admit they got some African ancestry. Oh, no, they never admit that. No, not damn sure no fucking Asian. Do you think Asian would admit they got some black people in them? No, but I know they do. Same thing, whites. Whites will never admit they got some black blood in them. They will never admit it if over there in Jewish community. Let's be honest, why you think the Nation of Islam, they got a book called The Secret between the secret relationship between Muslims, the secret relationship between the Jews and the blacks. It's true. It's the secret relationship between Jews and blacks. It was for many years. And they always bring up the Holocaust. And don't get me wrong, it's sad what those people have to go through, what their people went through from the Holocaust. And don't get me wrong, but it happened among millions of blacks were being enslaved from African Holocaust that Africans sold other Africans, just like Jewish sold other Jewish. That's what that damn Nazism going on between Jews killing Jews. They take the word Nazi, come out of fucking fake Jews, and then trying to kill the real Jews. That's what that shit was about. And people need to look up what these racial slurs means. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you hear racial slurs, you got to wonder, what does the word nigger meant? Especially a black person. What does it mean? I'll tell you what it meant. The word nigger or nigger. That word came from ancient Egypt. They trying to say it's a form of upraisement of the dead ritual, trying to say that we can't communicate with our dead relatives. That's what that word nigger meant. Nigger. They always say that word, but I always wonder what does that word mean? White people say this word, but they don't know what it means. They just be saying it. Same thing, we use the word cracker. What does it mean when we say that towards a white person? White person need to ask what that cracker meant. Are they trying to say every white person owns slaves and they never been slavery? Bullshit. Because if that's the case, how come they never mentioned white slavery? Come on, answer me. I want to know, white people, why come Ku Klux Klan never mentioned white slavery? You want to know why? Because the funny thing is, they probably ones behind it. And it's guaranteed the Nation of Islam and the rest of those the so-called black supremacists behind that shit too. See, this is why you can tell the difference between African and black. You could tell the difference, just like you could tell a Caucasian and white Europeans, or whatever you want to call it. When I look at that word Caucasian, and they said that the term Caucasian really not only did it come from Adam and William Bach, because he believed that white people are the beautiful race, they're trying to say that European Caucasian mixed with Mongols and the white Europeans is cleaner whites, refer to them as dirty whites. So that explains a lot why the rednecks and the Italians and the Jews and the Greeks and the Irish, those are dirty whites right there. But every other white person, so-called pure. Come on, are you fucking kidding me? They Aryan. When they say Aryan tall and blonde hair and blue eyes, and I thought they talking about Swedish. That's the first thing I come to mind. No, the only reason why they call this an Aryan race because they mix it up with Turks or Great Britain. What it called Great Britain? What his name is? I forgot his name. Rex Will, something like that. You can look him up, man. He did a good job holding that the term Caucasian came from. If you're from the tribe of Chepet, because white people are the tribe of Chepet. Every last one of them, from Russia to Ukrainian to Britain to Irish to Italian, all of them. Every single last one of them, good or bad. And that's come from Noah's children. That's what they say. From the great flood that separate three different races and other races come a lot more. Ain't no telling. Some say that Adam and Eve produced a different melanin of the skin. I do believe that that's where the albinos came from. Some say binos is every other race, and then you got vitiligo. But it's funny, nobody wants to talk about that, do they? Do they? Do they ever talk about that? No. They act like it don't exist. But black community have vitiligo, and so is white. There are binos in every other race. It doesn't matter who the original race are. Why are we on some dumb shit? For some odd reason, it always bothered me. They always talking about they hate racism, but they sure make it alive again. I'll tell you that much. If it ain't whites making it alive, it'd be Asians, Latinos, Middle East, it'd be fucking Jews, Muslims. Next thing you know, blacks made it alive. No, I want racism dead, period. But there's a group of people who don't want it dead. They like this dysfunction. They want to see other races fighting. I'm sick of this shit, man. This whole blaming on whitey and blaming on this damn niggas, all the niggers and niggers. I mean, I'm just so damn sick and tired of it. Only what blacks' lives matter when it's taken for the life of a non-black person. But let it be a black killing other blacks, nobody says a goddamn word. My folks are so damn hypocritical, they're no different than goddamn whites. Whites are hypocritical too. When they killing each other, they don't say shit. But let it be a black person. I guarantee they'd be out there fucking outraged. Don't tell me about this goddamn country. Fuck these races. And that goes to any other races come from every race and every side. Fuck all races of color. They full of shit. They need to learn to brace life, live life. But right now, I got to show you this video, man, because it just reinstated only black lives matter when it taken to a white person. That's only black lives ever matter. But I guarantee you, gotta be a black person kill a black person. Nothing been said black lives matter because we don't value our own lives. The abortion is killing the black community. We don't even support our business. You got the white community think that their community is dying out, thinking that they're gonna die out. And there's this white genocide going on. And they said white genocide going on is this war declared from Europe, from Russia, Ukraine. You got Russian and Caucasians don't even like each other, and that's crazy. That's like saying Puerto Ricans and the fucking Dominicans can't stand each other, or fucking Mexicans. You got Africans and Black Americans can't stand each other. Don't tell me. You got the Japanese and Chinese. They didn't like each other at that time. And you got Thailand. You got Thailand people. Not Thailand. You got what, I forgot what they're another Asian people. You got China against other Asian countries. I mean, it is just crazy. But I want to show you this video because it just reinstated only black lives are matter when it's taken from a non-black person. Other than that, if it was the same race that's the same rate, the same different, if it's the same kind of their own kind of color, none have been said. But I'm gonna show you this video right here.
From Ferguson, Missouri to Oakland, California, people across the country are reeling and aching at the grand jury's decision to not indict Darren Wilson in the shooting death of unarmed teen Mike Brown. They see it as another example of a broken justice system and police mistreatment of people of color. Their message is simple but strong. Black lives matter. What's your reaction to the Ferguson grand jury's decision not to charge Darren Wilson?
I feel there's a lot of fuckery going on. Like, all of us have to protect ourselves, really, and uplift ourselves out here, and each one teach one, because things like this happen all the time. It's not the first time, but it's one of the biggest ones that ever happened.
They gonna say.
How do you feel about the decision that Darren Wilson looks?
I feel like he should be guilty. He should be doing some time or something. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way he got paid leave and walk the streets. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like all this stuff is going outrageously crazy. You know?
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Like, it could have been me. So it hurts. Like, the injustice. It could have been anybody. It could have been white, brown, yellow. You know, gray. It don't matter who it was. But the part that really hurts is the fact that murder was unjustified.
My reaction was very disappointed. For me, it was like, what exactly the message that you sent it?
What is the message?
Justice failed, in my opinion. The guy was just, he was not threatened with officers. Maybe is there any way that he could handle the situation better? That's what I was coming
Not kill him.
Not kill him. You know, because you can get away with human justice, but you can't get away with his conscience, especially when you know deep down inside if he's guilty, you can't get away with that. That's how I believe.
Keep getting shot and then the officer gets away with it. You know, that's not right.
What message does that send you as a young black man in America?
Oh, that have to be careful. It's sad to say that you're a black man and have a black president, but yet you still have people who are getting shot.
I swear. What?
I always think they're both men. That's what I think. I mean, don't make me wrong. I love America. But sometimes it is. The justice it doesn't apply to the same people.
Does it make you feel like the system's broken? It's been broken for a long time now. A young boy who didn't have a gun, he wasn't gang affiliated, who died on the pavement. You have to just be sensible. Like, it's an obvious. It's a shooting.
Because my brother was killed back in '98, and the police didn't do nothing about it. It's not black, white, brown, yellow. It's corruption of the police department, the law enforcement.
Yeah, I'm with him right there.
Are using protesters and people on Twitter and stuff are saying the phrase Black Lives Matter. What does that mean to you guys?
That's very strong.
Lately, it's been a lot of black American men like getting killed, and the killers are police officers.
Because it's a life, you know. I mean, with me, if somebody was just shooting all white people, it'd still be wrong. Law enforcement, they need to do better. They're human too, so you know, it shows from their history that they're just as dangerous as a gang member. We are the future out here. We got these kids out here. This is a history, the same history repeating itself that my parents went through in the 60s and 70s out here in Oakland. It's the same thing going on, and these lives do matter. Black lives matter, Asian lives matter, my Hispanic folks in the house, they matter, and my white homies, they matter too.
I just hope things might change for the better in the future. But as the people really need to move forward and make that happen ourselves.
Let me stop that right there. I'm sorry about that. Let me, you know, I'm sorry about that. Let me stop right there, man. Every life should matter. I'm gonna say to this to over there in Ferguson. I say stay up. Over there in St. Louis, stay up. I mean St. Louis and St. Louis Ferguson, stay up, and over there in Florida, stay up, man. But my point is this: as a people, every lives matter. I'm not gonna make no difference. But I'm telling you what the problem is. It's this scientific racism that done a lot of damage. See, they put the human skull and they put the animal skull. See, this is why that I see why that they use white folks and black folks to get them to fight each other. And you see it today. You got whites are so damn stupid, man. They'll believe anything. Even my own, we stupid to believe a lot of stuff. I don't believe anything what the news say. Cause let's be honest. For those who don't know, you need to look it up what the term media come from, because that come from the Persian Empire. People need to look it up. For all you young people and you old people too. Old people know, but young people don't know. But like I said, many people don't care because some folks are stay comfortable for what they at. They're gonna continue to be ignorant. Look, my point is this: that we got to be careful because a lot of times when we say we want justice, according to justice, when you have to demand to earn justice, because this whole stop snitching stuff campaign, it did a lot of damage. Let's be honest. This is why unsolved murders over there in the black community. Like Cameron, he need his ass whooped on damn news saying that he will not say who shot him. See, he lived by that street code. But where these these so-called thugs, and they know that they are just as much responsible as the Ku Klux Klan. Ku Klux Klan are responsible why there's so much racism, and so is the Black Panthers. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. What do a thug know about taking care of the communities? Tell me, what is a serial killer? There are serial killers over there in the white community, and they kill people, and they need to be dealt with as well, and so-called racists and these rapists, because this is why there's so much bad relationship between a man and a woman. There's a woman out there being lied to, and she needs to find out the truth for herself. Because I'm going to tell you right now, what pissed me off the most, I made a video about this a long time ago. I hate when people, they try to act like nothing ain't happening, and they pretend like nothing is there. See, that's one thing I don't like. I don't care if somebody don't like me, but they gonna respect me just as much I have to respect them. You have to earn respect instead of taking respect. You can't take it. You have to earn to keep the respect. But if you don't keep respect, you're gonna think you're gonna take respect. You can't take it if you don't earn anything. I'm sorry. That's how the world is. We need to get rid of the bad government and have the good government into it, and get rid of this so-called ancient mystery schools. We need to get rid of and have the school of way of a thought of folks, not a thought of secret men and secret code. Not that. No, I ain't down with that. But we need to have a secret we need to have a school, a way of thought. We need to have a thought for ourselves. I'm gonna tell you something right now. People need to be careful. All race need to be careful, because when we say that we want to overthrow the government, what you're doing is you're saying we better off with no government. Are you stupid for saying that? Who's gonna take care of the people? Because the damn sure couldn't be the people in the streets. They ain't built anything. I'm sorry. There's some people building anything. At least I give Freeway Ricky Ross. He paid the homage with the damage he done, and he wasn't proud of it. Don't get me wrong. They need to be careful, because we need to know what we're dealing with. All race of people need to know. Because I'm gonna tell you, I look at these other races and I'm saying to myself, I see why we're so different. People need to look at that, because image is everything. I'm telling you, I see how we're being viewed as black people, and we don't say nothing. That tell me right there, I'm gonna say, brothers, if you got a clean record, get your license permit and pack a gun. I'm telling you right now, and the reason why I'm saying this, there are people out there who want to do harm with us. And unfortunately, it could be other race of people, some other race down with us, some of them not. But sometimes our own people down with us, but sometimes our own will do us wrong, and we'll do everybody else wrong, and take, everybody, including our own, we want to hurt everyone else and not down with them. And then they ain't down with us, we ain't down with them. I'm telling you, man, I can smell the innocent blood just be spilling in the streets. I can tell. It's sad, man. It's sad that, in 2015, they're afraid if other races come together, they don't want no multicultural, because they can't compare for what their idea, what means to be a white person is, what means to be black, what means to be a Latino and Asian. They don't want that. They don't want everybody mixed up. But there's a lot of mixing up for years, because they knew once everybody come divided and divided the whole, it would unite and defeat racism. All races need to do this. But make sure you do it to your own communities, and then everybody else can do it to the community, and then do it, and instead of doing everybody, once you do it in your own community, then do it other communities. I can't stand racism. I can't, because it's stupid. That's like saying a 5-year-old and a 9-year-old fight over a box of crayons. Can you imagine a 5-year-old and a 9-year-old fight over a box of crayons? You see how stupid that is? And that's how blacks acted. That's how whites acted. And they act so childish. They act like kids. Like, come on. It's reinstated whites and blacks are just alike, but yet they're saying they're not the same. But they look the same to me. The only difference is the language and the food and the racial background and certain skin tone. But they got the same shape of love of heart. They show love in everybody's heart and fill up with other people's hearts for a long time. And they got the same shape of skull in every other race, human skull. Doesn't matter what side it is. It's the same size as every other race. It to me, it's sad. It's sad a lot, man. But all I want to say to this. Yes, do Black Lives Matter? Yes, it's matter, but we gotta be careful when we say one race. We gotta say for every other race. All lives are mattered. Next thing you know, you watch. After they use Black Lives Matter, they're gonna use White Lives Matter. I guarantee you that. Because I'm gonna tell you something. That you got white people kill white people, black people kill black people, Asian kill Asian, gays kill gays, women kill women, men kill men. You got blacks killing whites and whites killing blacks. You got gays killing straight and straight killing gays. You got women kill the men and men kill the women. You got young and old killing the young and killing the old. Everybody needs to stop killing, period. But I doubt it if the killing ever gonna stop. But it's a lot more of that, a lot more to come. And that's all I gotta say about that. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basics. Chuck the Deuces. How to do text, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace, and I'm out.